Rise ye ashen tarnished chosen undead, and welcome Souls fans, new and loyal, to the next installment of your Demon Souls Platinum All Achievements Easy to Follow guide. So here we are in World 3.2. In the last video we got our Dragon Bone Smasher, defeating our first Archdemon, the Dragon God, in World 2, and now we warped over here to World 3.2. So, make sure you've got your Ring of Great Strength and your Thief Ring equipped, along with your bow, Talisman of Beasts, always our silver bracelets for extra souls. So this is what our equipment looks like. Onward we go, and we're just heading towards the boss. So I'm using normal arrows, saving my long arrows for harder enemies later on. So remember, these guys took 5 hits with the Crescent Falchion. Not a problem anymore. Baseball swing! As we just obliterate these enemies now. Up we go, and now that the big heart has been dropped, which is what we did the last time we were in World 3.2, we are able to proceed past here. So previously we would have gone left, which is where we took the lifts to bop the chains to drop the heart, but now the chain is no longer blocking us, so we can continue. Grab the soul item, come round, get your bow ready, long arrows on, and you'll see there is a red phantom mind flayer on these steps. So make sure you're by one of these pillars. If you don't hit it, don't worry, as long as you hit the wall in the back, that will drag his attention. There we go. And just make sure that there is one of these pillars between you and it. Thief Ring is helping confuse it. There we go. It does an obscene amount of damage, is why you need to be careful. If it's not a one-shot, it is definitely a two-shot, but without the Cling Ring on, it could potentially one-shot with that magical blast. So do be careful with the red phantom mind flayers. At the top of the steps, turn back on yourself for a soul item. And then we can carry on. Don't go into the fog gate yet. We're going to carry on past it. So there it is. Carry on past. And on the right side, we're going to keep going until we get to the item, which should be some spice. 8 spice, so it's very good. Worth picking up. Okay, switch the Thief Ring for the Cling Ring, and heal. Oh yeah, we don't have the stats for that one, so that's fine. I'm just going to use my normal grass. And then boss setup, full moon grass is on. So, the Maneaters is a double fight, however, you can get away with doing this as a 1v1 twice. But the key thing to be careful of is just the stage is the bigger problem. Ow. Thank you very much. Bonk. Bonk. As you can see, we are just wrapping so much damage. When they start flying away, you just have to let them do their thing. They will eventually come back. What we're doing is we're not going too close to the middle though. We're trying to get away with where we don't have to fight both at the same time. Come on. No, no, no. Don't get trapped under the stage. Oh, you're being so lame. There we go. Come on. Here, boy. Goodbye. Thank you. I don't care. There we go. That's all I wanted, was just to make sure. As you can see, there's a second health bar now. Once it's a one-on-one, you're going to come up to the middle. This is going to make it so much easier to manage. So, when he lands, he's always going to land in the same spot there. Two-hand, he's going to come up here, one swing. Roll behind the fire. Swing. That's the only move that should really be hitting you. Just keep the fire between you. And sideways swing, and then keep the fire between you. Anytime the snake starts to bite him, immediately attack. What that's going to do is that's going to significantly buff him and put poison onto his stats. Nearly there. There we go. Trophy number 15, the Maneater's trophy. Back down here. I can't remember which one's the soul, which one's the weapon. I think this is the weapon. Yeah, moon short sword +1. So completely unnecessary. We'll send that to storage in a moment. What we are going to do though is we are going to come here and grab full moon grass. Oh, is it the soul item at the end then? That makes sense. There we go. Send the moon short sword. Keep the crescent falchion. There are some scenarios where in an enclosed space you're going to need to use crescent falchion instead of the dragon bone smasher. Get the mixed demon soul and head to the nexus. Inventory, spend including the mixed demon. You do not need the mixed demon for anything else, so use it. And where is our maiden?
Soul of the mind,
3 levels into vitality to get it up to 35.
soul of the lost withdrawn from its bed. Art thou finished? May thy strength help the world.
Put on our lower healing items. And another suicide in World 1-1, which will get it to -1. So we're currently on a neutral. This death here will get us onto -1. Oh, sorry about that. Right, that is Thief Ring back on. Come on, run, there we go. And now we're going to warp to World 3 to Upper Latria. And we're now going to do the pure white events for World 3. Switch to normal arrows if you've got any left. So the flying statues always drop the unknown warrior. The only issue is sometimes they're going to die by falling over the edge. These guys drop mercury stones. Not guaranteed, but I might as well pick them up. And we're going to head up the stairs, and this time we're going to go back to the left towards the lifts as pure white opens up a new section for us. Actually, we don't need to use the bow. Bonk. Oh, you're lame. Okay. Bopping our way back. Grab unknown warriors where you can. Where's the gargoyle? There he is. Oh, there we go. Unga smash. Up we go. And now, if we go up the stairs, this plank is not here unless you go into pure white. So now we can cross this. And up more stairs. And we can grab the Prison of Hope, second floor, West Cell Key. Evacuate. And we don't need to use Water Veil for a while, so I'm going to switch back to the Talisman of God so that we can use Heal Miracle more efficiently. And now we're going to head to World 3, 1, back to the Prison of Hope. Up we go. And now, for any times a Mind Flayer caused you grief or problem, you now have a Smasher to return the favour. So once this starts to turn away, charge and donk. Ah, so satisfying. Right, and this time we are carrying on. We're going to take the crossbow path. So that's the one where we left the item here. And there is another Mind Flayer. He'll turn around before he gets to the item. Carry on. And what we're going to do is open the gates. And we're going to talk for the Dull Rat's Ring. Ring number 17 of 30. Come around to here, open up. And this is going to give us some soul items. And now we're going to evacuate. Dull Rat's Ring, we can send that to storage. We're not going to be doing a Rats build where we have very little health and rely on that. And now back to World 3, 3-3. Time for our second Archdemon. So, when it comes to your online trophies, this is if you do not have a friend to cheese them, where essentially they invite you in and you either kill them, or they invite you in and you defeat a boss together. Those are the two trophies you need. If you don't have a friend to do that with, then what you're going to do is you're going to place a summon sign here. And the boss we're about to fight, the old monk, if you're playing online, what happens is if you've got a summon sign down, when a player goes through this archway, it will then attempt to summon another player to be the boss. So the old monk, the idea is that the boss summons a familiar that fights for him. If it dies, he dies as well. That's how you defeat it. Offline, you're always going to fight against the computer-generated NPC, the one that I'm going to fight here. Online, you will either fight that, or you will fight a player. So that's how you can easily put a summon here, either get summoned by someone else to defeat the boss, or get summoned as the boss. That's how you're going to get your two trophies, one for defeating a player, and one for assisting a player. That's how you get your two online trophies. But offline, what we're going to do, when we walk in here, go up a couple of steps, and you're going to see the generic cutscene for a non-player boss invasion. Or in my case, I'm going to skip it. Use your bow to bop these. You're in an enclosed space, and we're not exactly lacking arrows. There are two Red Phantom Mind Flayers on this path, annoyingly. And the first one should be coming up. There you are. So just make sure you're next to a wall so that when he casts his spell, it hits the wall. So yes, even though we're not in pure black, there are still fixed red phantoms, like these mind flayers, that we still have to deal with. Pure black just gives you guaranteed additional red phantom enemies. Here's the second one. Now he's defeated. Put on your smasher. Oh, missed. Smash. Crystal Lizard. So this fight, we are going to absolutely abuse the hell out of the Dragonbone Smasher. So firstly, Cling Ring on. Use heal. Get to full health. We're fighting a boss. So Full Moon Grass on. So what's going to happen is that the NPC is going to charge at us. While it charges, we're going to do a double-handed swing. It's going to knock him down. At which point, he's going to start getting up. We're then going to attack and slam him to the ground repeatedly. The only time we need to be careful is at the beginning, and also be mindful that it is going to auto-summon. There we go. Too early. Yep, there we go. It's going to start auto-summoning attack souls. But all we're going to do is, as he gets closer, bonk. He should be summoning some auto spell arrows shortly. Oh, don't start being cheap. There we go. Dragonbone Smasher is just so ridiculous. I love it when it comes to fighting NPCs. Trophy number 16, the Old Monk's Trophy. And when we touch the Archstone for the Golden Demon Soul, definitely store. We actually need 3 of these. So this is in New Game Plus or Journey 3, we need to defeat the Old Monk, so the end of World 3, the end of World 5, and without my notes in front of me, I'm trying to remember what the third one is. Is it the dragon? But basically, we need to do 3 worlds and get to the end of it. It's not 4. It's not. Yeah, it must be the dragon then. 2, 3, and 5. Back to the Nexus. Spend your consumable souls. Level up, and faith +2 to 18. And what that now means is Talisman of Beasts. We now have the 18 faith. So now we can use heal with the Talisman of Beasts to its normal potency. Head over to 1-1. We're going to die here again. That's going to get it to -2 tendency. Oh, here's the pitch. Here's the pitch. Thief ring. Down we go. Get our souls back. Evacuate. And now we're going to head over to World 4-2. And we're actually going to continue this area now. But whenever we go to this world, the first thing we should always do is make sure we have our Ring of Avarice equipped. Always want to maximize on that Reaper there. Max out light arrows. We still are going to use our bow a lot for the rest of the playthrough. Put the thief ring back on. And we're going to drop down. And I was aiming to land on the altar, but landing on the switch is just fine. The switch is going to open the doors at the end there. Center storage. So this Reaper always drops Moon Shade Stone shards, or has a chance of dropping Moon Shade Stone chunks, and these are what we're going to use to upgrade our Crescent Falchion. Drop down for an Unknown Warrior Soul. Grabs the Moon Shade Stone shard. I'm going to get some grass ready. Bow out, making sure my thief ring is on. And we're going to bow with light arrows. We're going to pop this skeleton, hit this one with one arrow, and he should roll. I don't know why, but it's how he works. Bow this skeleton, and he's going to roll his way up, and we're going to let him do that. He's going to get stuck on this ledge, and that makes him very boppable. Grab the soul remains, that's important. We are going to be using those carefully, because there's two. We only want to trigger one at a time. Put an arrow into this heavyweight. Because of the thief ring, he's going to de-aggro from us, so we're just going to snipe him when he de-aggros until he comes up here. There you go, you can see the second one now. There we go. Roll the attack. Backstab. I don't know at the moment if a backstab without the arrows or anything. I don't know if a backstab on its own is enough. I assume so, but it's going to be close. Let's find out. Oh yeah, it's more than enough. I'm thinking New Game Plus, obviously. Right. We are going to equip Soul Remains, served as bait for the Soul Starved. There are more of those Reapers and the summoned Wraiths in this, and we're going to use Soul Remains as our way of avoiding the first ones. So come behind this pillar, aiming at this pillar, you're going to throw a Soul Remain. That's going to trigger him to fire his laser. Grab. Bam. That's what I was trying to avoid. Okay. The first one you have to bop because the stair's in the way. This one we're going to run past. Don't worry about that, that's just a dagger. This one, he's going to, if he does his attack, you're just going to wait for him to finish his attack and go. If he does his head beam, then you should be able to just run past. Round and in. Bop, roll. Bop. Right, here, careful, because one is going to appear behind us. Come on. Oh. There he is. Bop, roll. Bop. For this one, I'm going to chuck a Soul Remains and run and bop the Reaper. And there we go. You might die here. This is an awkward area to be in. The Dragonbone Smasher being able to two-shot those big wraiths is such a huge benefit. Right, slugs for the Ronin ring. Grab a soul item, continue on. Now in this section, be careful. These white orbs with the tail, they explode if you get close to them. So if you hear a wah sound, then it's about to explode. Slugs. Oh yeah, two-handed. Slugs drop sticky white slimes or cloudstone shards and chunks, I believe. We actually don't need any of those items, but definitely kill them, because otherwise they can stun lock you and then you get blown up by one of the white orbs. Moonshade Stone chunk, you definitely want to grab that. That's going to help us upgrade our Crescent Falchion. Sucker Stones is what they drop. Just be mindful of the... oh, they drop fjords as well. Wow. Just be mindful of the white orbs. We do not want to get... Oh. Thief Ring put in some work there. But that's what we came in for, the Ronin ring, even though there is another one that we'll get later on, but it's worth doing here. There's 3 souls, but the Ronin ring is ring number 18 of 30. Should be everything now. Yep. And now all we're going to do is come back up top. Normally the right path tends to be safer. And then we can go into the middle, cross, and there you go. This part, the journey to the boss, is infinitely harder than the boss itself. Because the boss itself, I'm afraid, the gimmick works completely in our favour. So, the old hero boss is blind. And so long as you have the thief ring equipped, what that means is he's not going to be able to detect us when we're close to him. So the only way that he's going to know we're here is if we touch him or if we make a noise by breaking any of the pots. But an enemy that cannot see you and cannot detect you is near enough free. So stick to this alley, stick to the right side, don't sprint, and just make sure you don't disturb any of the pots. After he attacks, two-hand, hit and roll back. After he roars, you are then safe to attack him again. If you attack him in succession, he will know where you are. After the roar, bop. Just make sure... Oh no. Okay, thankfully I was further away. Roar. But yeah. Thief ring just makes him a complete and utter joke. Rawr. So I'm just going to wait for him to turn around. And there we go. And remember this time to put my Ring of Avarice on. So we'll get extra souls. But there you go. Trophy number 17. Old Heroes Trophy. Grab grass, come around here for some holy arrows, get the hero demon soul, send that to storage, warp to 1, oh no, 1-1, not 1-3. Thankfully the loading screens are very, very, very quick in Demon Souls compared to other Souls games. And this should put us onto pure black. However, when we next come to World 1, we might do an extra suicide just to make sure if the specs are not showing. Get evacuate ready. Grab your souls and evacuate. Where's my maiden? There she is. Endurance. Oh, I haven't spent the souls. That's why. Wait a minute, that's not enough. That's more like it. Right, where are we? Endurance. I wanted to get that to 24, which, because I haven't had Ring of Avarice on for the last few bosses, is why I'm short. So I'm going to quickly do the soul farm to get up to the souls needed. Definitely make sure, if like me, if you don't have enough to get endurance to 24, definitely make sure you are in soul form. You do not want to die in body form. You do not want to ruin your tendency. We're just going to quickly get to the 25,000 that we need for my last level up. So what did I need? 25, 154. Okay, I'll just do this twice more and then that's going to be plenty. Yeah, I'm just going to do one more and that way I've still got some leftover souls. Lovely. There we go. Should have just used evacuate, but I've already started, so I'm just going to run to the Archstone. Back to the Nexus. Maiden. Endurance to 24. Right, now if you go to your inventory page, look in the top right, item burden. So mine is 139 out of 140. We need to have 6 units available. So Well, there's one already. Firstly, just make sure anything that you don't need on you. We shouldn't have to worry about armor. Sticky white slime we don't need. Pine resin's worth keeping on to. Firebombs aren't terrible to have. Bright water we don't need. Spice we want to hold on to. So yeah, so at this point, full moon grass is where we're going to be able to make the space easily enough. Send to storage. Let's send 10 of you to storage. There you go. So I've got definitely more than 6 now. Equip the thief ring. And we're going to go to World 4-3. And we're going to beat our next Archdemon. Chugging our way through now. Into the fog. So, thief ring. So that we don't aggro too many of these all at the same time. Don't pick this up yet because it's heavy. We'll grab it after the boss. All you're going to do is come over to the left here. Bop one of the crystal lizards. If you can get the other one, get the other one, but that's fine. We're just going to farm them after the boss anyway. And grab the Stormruler. Grab the Hero Soul. And then from here, all we're going to do is make our way to this house. Get into the house, get into this little corner, switch to the Stormruler weapon, and switch to the Ring of Avarice, maximizing our souls, and then start locking on, and use normal attacks with 2 hands, and you're going to do this funky attack that looks like it should take MP, but does not take MP. It just takes all of your endurance near enough to use it. But yeah, with Ring of Avarice, as you see, we get 2,000 souls for each of these that we defeat. And once we've defeated most of them, the main boss, Storm King, will appear. Got a twofer on that one. But yeah, as long as we're here in this house, then the Storm King's attacks, here he comes, won't be able to hit us. So he fires all of these little discs. Wait for him to get a bit closer, and we can get 2... Oh, maybe we'll only get 1 now. We get 2 hits on him when he gets in range. Just spam the attack button. There we go. That's it. And then he'll get out of range again. More little ones. Next, he's going to come from the left. There's a little one. Nah, out of range. We'll kill them if we can, because it's 2,000 souls. Here he comes. Again, we are sheltered from his projectiles. In range. Spam attack. And then we're going to run to the corner here, and we can see if we get a third on him. Which we can. There we go. One more pass and he's defeated. Can I snipe you? No. Oh, yes I can. So yeah, nice and easy boss. Get closer, closer, and bonk. There we go. Storm King's Trophy. Trophy number 18. Come around here for a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. I actually don't know how to get that item. But it's not a key item anyway, so it doesn't matter. Touch the Archstone for the Storm Demon Soul. And send to storage because that is a pure Cloud Stone, which we don't need. Send the Storm Demon Soul to storage. Along with any Moonstones. Put your Dragonbone Smasher back on. Put your Ring of Great Strength back on to get back to below 50%. And then reload. Come in. Bop. Grab a new moon glass, send that to storage. And we're just gonna pure and chunks. There you go. We just want to do that to try and get a pure Moonshade Stone so that we can get our Crescent Falchion maxed out as well. If we are lacking in chunks, then this is where we can even get them from those crystal lizards, as we've got a few more respawns before we have to worry about anything else. Head over to 3-2. We're going to start getting World 3 towards Black Tendency now. So from here, we've done everything we need in white. So walk off the edge. And your souls should pretty much appear where you respawn. Head back to the Nexus. Pop your soul. Head over to the blacksmith and repair.
I can forge weapons.
If your bow is not at level 7, you should be able to get it to level 7 at this point.
Then touch the deep soul of the
Level
mind,
up.
key to life's
3 levels into endurance to get it to
soul
27.
of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel.
So we're now aiming to make it so that we can equip our Dragonbone Smasher without having to use the Ring of Great Strength. That is the next objective. Now that World 4 is pure white, we're going to go back to 4-2. And we'll be doing the World 4 pure white events in the next video. And that will do for this one. So thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully this has been informative and enjoyable for you to follow along with. Please, please, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It means the world to me. You mean the world to me. Put any comments, any questions, or just let me know how your journey's coming along. Is it going smoothly? Have you had any hiccups? Anything that you would have thought you would have done differently? This is definitely how I think the game is as easy as possible to achieve. So hopefully this is making it as easy as possible for you. Thank you again so much. I can't wait to see you in the next video. And until then, bye for now.